Smashboard is probably one of my favorite avenues to go because with the advent of Smashboards just not being as active.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just like
Pretty
it
great
better.
stuff, man. So coming up, we are in for another treat. We're going to have another member of
C3PO.
Locale coming up. C3PO, one of the best Diddy Kong players in the Tri-State, and starting to make his name as one of the best Diddy Kong players in the country. He's taking games off of players like
MVD.
MVD, MTV, excuse me. Like, probably butchered that. But
That's all gravy.
yeah. And he almost took a set off of Larry Lur. So C3PO definitely on the up and coming as one of the best players in the world. Sinji, on the other hand, some of you might not know who Sinji is. Sinji is a Pac-Man main from New York. One of the best Pac-Man mains in New York. His item usage is absolutely amazing.
I was under the impression that C3PO had given up Diddy to use Cloud.
Yeah, he
But
says that all the time, but he's dumb, so.
Alright, well, hey man, whatever. I mean,
Alan, when you watch this later, you're dumb. Don't drop Diddy. Alright. But anyway, so C3PO, a frequenter of Xanadu, goes to Xanadu a lot, and ostensibly he's taking games off of Sage. Sage, a Pac-Man made from MDVA.
Right.
Now, what I think the difference between Sage and Sinji is, I think Sage plays neutral better with Pac-Man, but I think Sinji's use of items is absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
the way that this character, the way that he just makes use of everything that Pac-Man can do, is incredible.
I'm already impressed. I do like the way that it's really refreshing to see a Pac-Man main also because the playstyle is so unique, and I like the way that he's just setting up between Galaga and wow, his Z drop, his item play, definitely top notch, on point.
Yeah, again, man, it's kind of hell approaching this character because once getting in is just such a pain, and Pac-Man is just gifted with so many moves that have no lag on it.
Right.
There you go. Sinji gets the Bell on deck. Sinji's setups with Bell are absolutely like ridiculous.
Man, I know that our resident player.
Oh my God!
Wow.
I don't know which ghost that was, but my man definitely just got.
Hey man, it wasn't Pinky because that one hit like a thump. Jesus.
Yeah, I think that was Blinky. I could be wrong.
Well, don't blink, otherwise.
Because I know Clyde's the orange one. Oh no. Is he gonna be able to make it back? And hey!
Oh, hey, and Trampoline the homie this weekend.
Yeah, man. Trampoline securing a spot as the 5th best homie in Smash. You know, behind Luma, the Smash 4 platform, and Lucario's range.
Hey, yeah, right.
Alright, so C3PO starting to get his bits and pieces right here.
I mean, I do know that we have a resident Pac main in our area, Uno. I mean, he does shift back through Rob and Diddy as well. But this is definitely the markings of probably what seems like a solo main. I don't know how.
Yeah,
often.
I have never seen Sinji play anyone other than Pac-Man before. So
yeah, he's definitely done his homework here.
And what we kind of gave, because I drove with C3PO today, gave him a little bit of advice on what to do in the matchup, but I'll probably explain that later. As he's doing pretty good right now. He's starting to. I think that first stock was just for him to collect data, kind of see what Sinji's gonna do. Oh my God.
Grabs a banana instead of Galaga. Seems as though Sinji is now setting into an attack pattern between dropping Hydrant, keeping Galaga, keeping certain things active, and then just using back air to go over the platform and then nair to finish overs to, pretty much cancel it. And it seems like C3PO has caught that rhythm now and is just approaching accordingly. And
there we go. To
nice
get off
up
me.
tilt.
Up tilt, gonna get the stock right there for him.
Yep,
I'm actually not surprised to see Sinji doing so well in this matchup. He does team and play against J-Tails almost on a weekly basis. J-Tails, obviously, one of the best Diddy Kong players in New York City and in the country. J-Tails, respectable player in his own. Not sure how familiar C3PO is in this matchup. Like you said, there is Uno, but I don't know how often they play each other.
Right.
Right now, he's keeping himself in it. He's not letting Sinji get away with fruit shenanigans. That's very good.
Right.
You really got to kind of keep the mid-range space between him, and then when you have his fruit, you have to use it against him.
Right.
When Sinji gets frustrated, it's very easy to put him on tilt because he's not able to do his setups with fruit.
Right. The thing though about characters that are heavily setup reliant, the one thing that you'll notice with characters that also have a lot of item play behind that is that they do get very, very dependent. You can catch a lot of characters like Mega Man, Pac-Man, Diddy just fishing to get their items back, like you're seeing right now. There is a tremendous amount of focus around this play. Oh, yeah. And
Again,
C3PO, like Spider-Man, just joking around here, like web swing.
Hey, everyone. Yeah, C3PO able to navigate his way around these walls relatively well, but still eating a lot of damage from it.
Yeah.
You don't realize how much damage a fire hydrant does until you get hit in the face with it.
Yeah, I really only pay attention to them when it's the summertime and it's like little kids trying to like spray my car with it. And I'm just like, hey, kids, get off my lawn.
Oh my god.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah. So the high blast zone of Battlefield definitely paying off right there for C3PO. But the apple will do it again.
Yeah, that apple of the day is keeping C3PO away from winner's bracket if
Yes,
he
sir,
doesn't tighten up here.
Yeah, again, great stuff there from Sinji. Very good game. Hopefully C3PO, gathered the information that he needed to perform well in the next game and potentially a third one because
otherwise
when
we're
you play
gonna
against
have a gorilla for sale.
yeah,
Kill a gorilla for sale.
Oh my God,
Because
that brought me back. I haven't heard that in a long time. But yeah, it's hard, man. There's nobody that plays this character, and there's nobody that plays the matchup quite like Sinji. So.
Yeah, I really do appreciate seeing all these setups for like Shinji. I would probably just want to play him in a billion friendlies just to get the matchup experience here.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's fun playing against him. You definitely have to, be on your feet.
Yeah, this seems like something that you can't actually sit down and I don't want to say camp out, but you can't actually sleep on. You actually have to let your instincts tell you that every move has purpose here.
Yeah.
Because Shinji is making usage of every single aerial to nick and tuck at the hydrant so that it moves it. He's using
Except down air. Down air sucks.
yeah, down air is horrible. I don't even think I've seen it this match.
I haven't seen Sinji use down air in like 6 months, if I'm being honest. Oh my God, good frame trap right there. Forcing C3PO to roll in because the orange was threatening him.
There we go. C3PO catching onto that pattern right there. He went over with back air and he knew he was going to throw Nair immediately instead of air dodge, and he just clips him with that fair that's spacing it out. Shinji getting a little bit too focused on his hydrant setups and is now taking a tremendous amount of damage here, just trying to get back on, and now he's going to have to face C3PO here in this edge guard situation, but never mind. I forget what I said about.
Yep, there we go. Oh, the water actually pushing him out of that hydrant setup situation. And also what's interesting is that Sinji's been able to do all of this without having to go for a single grab. I know grab's not something you want to go for with Pac-Man at all.
Right.
It's a very unusual grab in the way it works, but it's very interesting to see how Sinji's been able to navigate it around a lot of Diddy Kong's traps without having to rely on that.
Right. I do notice that, even with Pac-Man with that horrible Galaga grab, I do see that Shinji just seems to be maneuvering a lot more with his item play, and it's allowing him to essentially just take more advantage of keeping C3PO on his toes with Z-drops, hydrant setups, and it's just making C3PO think twice about all of his attacks. Maybe we might stop the pace for a second to see a grab. You never know.
Oh, you see C3PO just kind of camping in place with Shinji's bell. Kind of waiting for him to do something.
Now, Koopa, does that mean that Shinji can't actually pull out any other items?
No, he cannot.
Okay, so it's just
when you have Pac-Man's item, you cannot he cannot pull another one.
Okay, I think there's only a couple of characters that can pull an extra item once it's been it's being held, right?
Yeah, I believe you're right on that. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know there are a few. Oh my God, that fire hydrant got messed up. Oh, shield chicken. Best game within the game.
Oh yeah, I love it. I always win.
I don't. Oh God, yeah, trampoline just disrupts so much space.
Ooh.
A lot of people forget that they changed that to where the trampoline actually catches you if you're up close to Pac-Man and get hit by it. That was a patch that they changed early in the game, I believe.
Now I have a question, Koopa.
Yes.
I've seen Pac-Man do a taunt on one of Styles X2. Shout out Styles X2. He had a highlight where a Pac-Man player actually did a taunt, but the hydrant pushed the apple forward. And speaking of apples, C3PO's his shield's about to get crunched.
Oh
like
my
one.
God!
Never mind. But he had the hydrant. It pushed the apple, and it actually like KO'd.
Yeah, Apple actually has really, really good knockback on it. It's one of Pac-Man's better. It's probably his best fruit in terms of killing.
Right.
Because the knockback's really good on it without it being like too slow to power shield it. And because of the angle it goes at, you'll see Sinji. He'll jump from the air and throw it directly downwards.
Okay.
Oh my God, that did so much damage.
L34. Let's get it. C3PO at my magical percent. Oh, never mind. Anyway, but Yeah, I was just wondering because I didn't know whether or not Hydrant actually propelled.
Yes, it does. The wind box from the water, or the push from the water, it pushes items when they're Z-dropped.
Right.
You'll see Sinji, he hasn't done the setup yet. He's tried to, but he'll set up Hydrant with Bell, and then he'll Z-drop the Bell, and then the water will push it, and it'll land on top of you, and you will absolutely just get murdered. Because he gets so much many fun.
Does it increase the damage of it since it's propelling forward, or
no,
the
it does not.
knockback?
It just moves it.
Okay.
It's like a typical water thing. If you get hit by a water, it's just like a wind box. You're not really gonna get damage with it.
Right. And C3PO actually getting nailed here by every time he hyper focuses on the Hydrant. You know, Sinji there with an orange to pretty much nail him in the face.
Yeah, Sinji's option coverage and use of all of his his item game is what makes him one of the best Pac-Man players in the world. He's very, very good at just managing space.
Wow. And once again, C3PO focusing a little bit too heavily on the...
Held on to the ledge for too long, and the fire hydrant will take the game right there.
Definitely.
So again, great showing there from Sinji, showing that he is indeed a master of his craft with this character.
Absolutely, but it's definitely a wonderful showing by C3PO. Cannot be disappointed with the way he played, man. Yeah. Honestly, even though I know a lot of people give him a bad rap, that was a strong showing
sucks,
there.
Man. You hate to see that happen because he was it's a very, very hard matchup.
He definitely put in the work there, and he was on his toes here with the Z-drop. Honestly, I would have probably gotten a little bit less focus on the Hydrant personally because, I mean, it seemed like Sinji was just using that option coverage.
I think the way he was handling the Hydrant was wrong. He kept like dislodging the Hydrant with F smash.
Right.
When I feel like if he just did down tilt and fair, it would have done the same effect with like less committal.
But then, yes, I agree heavily on that. And I also think that because Sinji was kind of waiting for him because he knew he wasn't going to be the one to tag the Hydrant last before it goes off, he essentially was just like, all right, well, if you're going to be the last one to hit it, then I'm just going to hit you when it, dips up. And
yeah, basically. So that was a really, really good showing there from Sinji. Curious to see who's going to be next on stream if there's...
As am I. I'm not entirely sure what players we have coming up, but yeah, can we get a look at that? Well, this is mine. This is my little Mega Man one.
Yeah, this is the Apex
that's the Apex controller. So just for this event for Apex 2016.
Yep, custom. Yeah, the triggers are painted. That's what I love the most about controller chaos. All the parts are customizable, so it's really, really cool. It really makes your controller feel like it's yours.
Right, and I do like the fact that they took so much detail into it. Honestly, it also just feels amazing. Personally, I couldn't get a lot of the other high-level techniques that I try to do without like a really fresh controller, and it's always hard to go because you go to GameStop and you get those little used ones. You're like, oh, this is wasted $20. You know? It's almost better to just spend the money and just